So excited to have champagne shutter photography here at Goldsborough Hall today to explore what it has to offer for your wedding day. The Sir Richard Hutton room can accommodate a wedding breakfast of up to 90 guests and a ceremony of up to 110, featuring this historic fireplace salvaged from a building nearby that had, or the same building that had fire damage, depicting Cain and Abel, and at one point serving when Goldsborough Hall was part of a school. The Jacobean Library here at Goldsborough can accommodate an evening drinks reception of up to 90 guests. And if you're familiar with my work, you are aware that I like to do what you might not be technically aware is a composite shot, whereby I expose the image quite dimly in terms of ambient light and then use flash just to focus on some of the people in the image. This would be a brilliant space to do that kind of technique for groomsmen shots in preparation in the morning, or indeed later in drinks reception for perhaps the bridal and groom's party. I also think this is a really nice space that the chaps enjoy for things like having a whiskey or just making sure that we aren't simply propping up the bar in the evening rather than mingling and interacting in this beautifully ceilinged, beautifully wood panelled space. Princess Mary's drawing room here can be laid out for ceremonies whereby the aisle would go down the middle of the room here. It has a capacity for 150 guests, whether that be for ceremony or evening reception, although this wouldn't be laid out for your wedding breakfast, that would be elsewhere. I think one of the things that has Goldsborough stand out is that its guest capacities actually do go as high as 150 inside and can be still expanded further with a marquee, which often is one of the drawbacks of historic houses for your venue, and yet here that problem's solved. The owners at Goldsborough Hall added the orangery after 20 years of ownership 9 years ago. And this space could be your ceremony or wedding breakfast space with a guest capacity of up to 110. There are a great many beautiful chandeliers to see throughout the property. Were you to opt for an outdoor ceremony, Goldsborough being licensed both for indoor and outdoor ceremonies, this lawn might be the setting, which I think is southwest facing, whereby you might well choose to have your aisle down the middle here, heading toward the sundial, and your seating either side. Having walked up your aisle away from Goldsborough itself. Over here we've also got the sun terrace, which you might use if you're blessed with weather like this in winter, or perhaps more likely in the summer, depending on the season that you're marrying, for an afternoon drinks reception. Please also verify with Alison and Amanda this. I'm not 100% certain, but I have a feeling from images on the website that this might be around where the setting of a marquee option would be if perhaps you wanted to push guest numbers up to the circa 250 mark.
St Mary's Church, immediately adjacent to Goldsborough Hall, is also available for church service ceremonies of up to 120 guests, with your own private gate between Goldsborough and the church, once utilised by former resident Princess Mary.
This sublime staircase would be absolutely perfect for bridal portraits as you descend from preparation down to your ceremony, wherever it may be, whether it be in the hall or at St Mary's. You'd have to be very, very foolish as a photographer not to make use of this staircase in some way, shape or form, inclusive of these mirrors, which for the time being will have me in, but imagine what I might do with you here, whereby if I get out of shot and you're in one of these chairs and your reflection goes behind, and we get, because there are two opposing mirrors, this ad infinitum effect of the endless versions of you receding on into the background. That would be absolutely beautiful. And I think these landings and windows would be brilliant later on in the evening or afternoon for couples' portraits of the both of you, groom's parties, bride's parties, whatever combination it might be. So each corner of Goldsborough Hall has an equally grand suite with a 4-poster bed, as you can see here. For the sake of expediting both Goldsborough's time and you watching this video, I'm not going to go around all of them. I have taken some phone snaps of the other rooms too. This one, the Lascelles suite, is one of the two options that would most probably be the bridal suite, but frankly all four are equally grand and all worthy of being your bridal suite. This one has this fabulous lighting in through the window where the sunken bathtub is, which also takes you to a view out over the lawn where you might opt for an outdoor ceremony. Opposite the bathtub, you will find your 4-poster. There are 3 other suites with 4 posters, one of which has a separate bathroom that has a walk-in, very large jacuzzi, hot tub type bath. There is another with a separate shower room, and I will take you through some of those here from the photos that I took with my phone.